in short it is known as QGIS. Is an open source software, and I tried to learn it through various sources and got some level of expertise. And after that, I start sharing this with my colleagues, research scholars. I already visited Barkatullah University, BHE Banaras University, and other colleges to train the faculty and research scholars. And during this lockdown, I try to organize FDPs. So this is third in series, and already we have successfully covered jam-packed 2 FDPs. At present, I think you can see 92 participants are there in the present one also. So we are trying to share the information because very few experts are there in quantum GIS, and now it will be a compulsory paper for geography and maybe for geology and environmental sciences. So to prepare the experts and research scholars ready for the coming time. So with this, I invite Professor Negi to convey a vote of thanks for this. Hand over to Professor Negi.
Thank you, Dr. Taljit. I express my gratitude to the chairman of the session, Professor Binod Nautiyal sir, who is the renowned archaeologist. Your kind presence technically. Sorry, sir. The Professor Binod Nautiyal sir, who is the renowned archaeologist, the kind presence in motivate us. Thank for us providing your valuable time. I also thank the co-chairman for this nice work, for his presence and for his kind words. Thank you again. I also extend my thanks to the resource person, Dr. Monik Anand, for importing this session in such a easy way. The session was very helpful for the participants. Thank you again for your precious time and knowledge. Now the people will take the next session. Daljit sir, take the next session on bank. Hello, Daljit sir.
Thank you, Professor.
Daljit sir has been with us. This program from the very first day and are providing helpful session in our participant. Daljit sir. Daljit sir, hand over. Hello, Daljit.
Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you, Professor Negi. Should I next session?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm starting it. There were 2 parts of the session. One was a PowerPoint presentation to just conceptual preview of digital image processing, and particularly is classification. Let me start with the sharing of the screen. I think this is visible now. Digital image processing, unsupervised in Saga QGIS. Digital image is remotely sensed data collected composed of picture elements. You can see this is the format of digital image. There are small pixels of equal length and breadth, and there are digital numbers written in each pixels. These are known as DNs or brightness values. Now this depicts the average radiance of relatively small area within a scene, the energy reflected or energy radiated from the ground. Now this varies in grayscale 0 to 255, so it means total 256 gray shades. So there are number of bands also for each satellite image, one, two, three, four, even sometimes there will be 7 bands. So before that we were visually interpreting the images. So it was very difficult to visually interpret the images. We were not able to fully evaluate it due to the limitations. So digital mode helps us in highlighting more information or more types of land use, etc. from this. This digital image processing is the manipulation of digital data with the help of computer hardware and software. So this digital data is satellite image, computer hardware is your laptop or desktop, and software now in present case will be Saga GIS to produce digital map. So this digital map will be land use land cover classification in which specific information has been extracted highlight. So it will be visible and it can be easily analyzed. So you'll see a computer, display, storage, processing software, hardware, hard copy device, and the image sensor. So different parts of this component. Uh, Digital image processing is a long process. It can be divided into two broad categories. First one is known as pre-processing, which involves correcting geometric, radiometric data and to eliminate noise through radiometric, atmospheric, and geometric corrections. And second is known as image processing. After correcting these distortions, image registration is done, image enhancement has to be done, then image filtering has to be done, image transformation has to be done, and the last part is image classification. So today I would like to focus on this particular image classification, and in this there will be two types. One will be supervised and second will be unsupervised. In supervised classification, we give instructions to the software in between the process and final result will come out. But in unsupervised classification, manual interruption is very less and it is easy to conduct and simple to do. So I'll be able to take this one only. We will take this, I think, sometime next. So what is unsupervised classification? Algorithm analyzes all the bands of the image and pick out the clusters of pixels having similar values without the user intervention. We must have prepared a choropleth map. In choropleth map, what we are doing, suppose at Indian level, there are different states having density of population. So the density of population data is used to categorize the polygons of the state into different categories. So 5, 4, 6 categories as per our requirement. Same is the process here. All the pixels will be divided into 5 categories, clubbed into 5 categories, and colors will be assigned. So we'll use 7-band satellite thematic mapper image to create this from Pune. We have downloaded it from there. I have already shared this on the group and already sent the file for Saga GS also. So those who are able to download it, they can try also with me. I will be little slower so that you can also try that exercise along with me. Very quickly,
this is the name of the file. These are the different bands. It will show 7 bands. Band 1 will be blue, then green, red, near infrared, short wave, thermal, mid infrared. So this is the process. We will enter the image through this data here, either through file or through file system. These through these two systems we can enter the image into it. This will be the picture. When it will show, you can check it in the true color composite. Just like linear features are river, this may be water body. This blue color gives a resemblance for the built up area. Somewhere you'll find this some shrubs, jungles, and grass kind of landforms or land uses. Then this will be the image for false color. Normally 432 is used, but sometimes 321 false color band combination is also used. So this also gives some more clarity to the picture. You can see the lines are linear features are visible, water is also there, and the other features in blue color the built up area is appearing. So to use this land cover land classification, it is basically image analysis. So our understanding of image, colors, combinations is very important. Those who can try to understand these color combinations, they can do it better than others. Then these are the different steps in this. ISO data clustering grids will be used through this geoprocessing, imagery, classification, unsupervised classification, ISO data clustering of grids will be used. This is in the geoprocessing. Once we add the satellite image, then we will move to this step. I'll give a demo. Then we have to make certain settings also. We will select the grid. We will select the image here. Then we will cluster will be create. Statistics will also be created. We can normalize it. This will be 55, 25. We can keep it unchecked. We will press OK. Then the image will be converted into different colors. So there will be different clusters. How many clusters are there and how to assign then colors and values will be followed. So we try to divide it into 5 clusters. First, built up, agriculture, jungle shrubs, grassland, and water. So 5 broad categories we will be trying to divide. So how we will follow it? You see, there will be 11 clusters will be formed, and different colors will be given. These are the Z values for each cluster. So these clusters will be identified what this black color first cluster is there, and second this red color cluster 2 is there. We will identify them on the basis of certain processing, and then we will change the names from cluster 1 to say water body, built up area, agricultural area, different cluster, then merge all these 11 into 5 broad categories. With the help of this, we will change these values. We will keep on changing the color yellow, and then a particular cluster will be selected and we will keep the original value, others will be uh, kept as -1. So these all will be disabled, only this yellow color will be visible, and then when we can identify what type of land use or land cover it will be. You'll see in this yellow color have been identified, so it is particularly jungle or shrubs. Here our knowledge is very important about the area. Some knowledge, preliminary knowledge about the area is very important. Otherwise, it will be difficult to classify it. On the basis of these features, we can see around this water body what can be there. So this is how we try to put the green color and first jungle shrub, then second blue water, and keep on changing all these highlighted by yellow color. This is definitely a river feature and it may be a water body. So we will color change it blue color and water. Similarly, we will follow it till 11. So 11 clusters will be there, 11 categories will be 5. So some clusters may be repeated, like grassland. grass or barren land is 1, 2, 3, 4 times it is repeating. It is because of the pixel values in different bands. So this will be the final image. We will club all these 11 into 5 through this geoprocessing grid. Within grid there will be values and we will combine the classes. So these classes will be open in this table and we will select against these the first and finally there will be only 5 classes and this will be the final output, and then we can save it, right click over it, save as image or save as, or from file also. In different ways we can save it. So this was the PowerPoint. I will share it now. I'll give a small demonstration. I'll stop sharing this PowerPoint presentation and move over to Saga GS. I'll be little slow so that you can also try along with me. Let me share now with Saga. Yes, I think the screen is visible with Saga GIS. Somebody will confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
I'll be a bit slow so that you can easily see what I am doing. So this is the opening window for Saga GS. Here your images will be added. In this part the properties will be there, and here the layers names will be added. What do you want to add? You can add either from this file icon is there, and you can open this satellite image selecting it. Also you can go from here and select your folder, scrolling down where your folder is there. From both way you can add your image into the Saga GIS. Now I'll add from this option, open, select the image and press open. Yes, now you see this is the grid and this is the satellite imagery visible here at present. So once we double left click over this, then the image will appear. Double click the image, you'll see the properties have been added and the image is also visible. You can enlarge it up to the maximum level. Now you can see different features, some of them are available. So since there is a shortage of time, I will skip the true color composite and false colors composite. I'll go for the land use classification. So I'll form first a false color composition by selecting certain wave bands, and this is possible by scrolling down it. You can see red, green, blue. These are the different bands. So for these I have shown you earlier that there are 7 bands. Out of them their colors were also shown to you. Band 1 shows blue, band 2 shows green, band 3 shows red. So if I will change the values from here, left click over it, select for red I will select band 3, for green band 2, and for blue band 1, and I'll apply. I have to press apply. First I'll select this. I forgot to mention it type. You have to select RGB composite because it was already selected, so I missed it. So first you have to select type RGB composite from the different options. Then you scroll down, change these red, green, blue band 3, 2, 1. This will be the true color composite. जो actual colors हैं वो इसमें visible होंगे. Once you apply it, the image will be in true color composition. Now for this land use unsupervised classification, normally we select false color. So for red, it will be 4. For green, it will be 3. For blue, it 2. These are the standard false color composition. So if you want to understand the concept, we have to take separate sessions for false color and true vision. So I'll not be able to cover so much here. I'll just skip. You can note it down that for false color composition we have to use two, and then later on you can refresh your knowledge, since this is only practical and demonstration part. Now the image is set here. We have to now classify it. Now let us see how we will move. To classify it, I shown in the PowerPoint presentation, this geoprocessing option has to be used. Press it, then you go for within grid, you will find there will be, sorry, this imagery. Within imagery, there will be classification, and in classification there will be unsupervised, and there will be ISO data clustering for grid. So there are two different methods. We are using ISO. We can also use k-means clustering. Theoretically, you can see what are the difference. Today I'll be able to display only this one. So I'll repeat again so that it will be clear for all. From this, you can pan over the image, bring left, down, up, right. This you can use for zoom over and zoom out if you want to see some particular features. And this is back to the same size. So these are the different options. So again, once the satellite image is added to your Saga GIS window, you will go for geoprocessing, imagery, classification, unsupervised, and ISO data. The moment I left press the button, new will appear. We have to give certain options to this window. The first one is grid system. We have to select the grid. This is the grid system here. It is given 30:1191. I have selected it. Then features. Which feature you want to classify? Here will be the satellite image. Just press this button, left press button, it will be added into the window, and then you leave clusters as create, you leave statistics as create. You can use existing also clusters if there are, and you can use statistics if there are existing statistics. So since we don't have any existing statistics, we are classifying it first, leave them blank color. Then we can select this normalize. This number of iterations can be increased up to 50. With how many times we try to submerge or cluster the pixels into groups. We keep on doing basis of maximum likelihood and all these things. Then we can also change the number of clusters also. Let me take it's 20 and it will be 5. We can uncheck it, update colors from features, we will color. So this will be the setting. Once you set up all, I'll just revise. This first portion is to select the grid system. This is the grid system. Second will be feature. You'll press here and open it, and you will be there. Then you leave them create, check it, 55, 25. You will press OK. The moment you will press OK, it will start the processing, and a new layer will get this part. And once it is completed, now let me press OK. Yes, you'll see it is processing. I will take 2 times processing, and once it is completed, the cluster has been already added. Yes, it is still doing some processing. Once it will be complete, we can select this cluster layer and open it. We can these layers whenever is required. Double click over these clusters and add as the new, because this one is already there, so we can add new. Now this is the new clustered image. These colors may be arbitrarily assigned by the system. So need not to worry if you are trying and you are getting some different colors. That's not the issue. But you can visually these white patches and these red marks are clear land core land classification categories. This red one is, I think, water body. You can also see from here the river will be visible in red color. So this is by zooming you can identify visually. So this red color can be easily identified that this is a water body. So I'll again zoom out over it. So you can zoom in, zoom out from the this icon and check these things. Now, where are these classes located in this? You'll find out lookup table is given, and below this lookup table you'll just press. So this will open. So there are 11 clusters and different colors are assigned to each clusters, and these are the Z values given to them. Now from here you can move in different ways to identify which land use is of this color and what can be the name of this cluster. One will be, you can move, just I was moving, you can just see the, when I bring the cursor at red, this is a water body, and you'll see at the down here Z cluster, it will be 2. If I'll move somewhere else, this one, it is cluster 10. So if I'll move this over the river, you'll see again the cluster 2 Z value. So it confirms the, from there also you can identify. Otherwise there is one more simple method by which you can highlight these land classes and identify them. Now this second can be easily identified, color can be changed accordingly. Let us see how to identify these classes, how to change the color, how to change the name. So I'll go back to the table, left press this icon 2 times. This will be open. This red color is there. Double, just left press over this red color. You'll find change the color. Let me take it yellow so that it will be highlighted. Press OK. Now see, this is now yellow. So all the water bodies are now yellow. Earlier they were red. So we have confirmed that these are the water bodies, and the yellow color is given. Now we can change this yellow color to blue, and cluster 2 will be named as water bodies. How to do this? Again, bring your cursor here, left press the icon, double click cluster 2 and type water. Water bodies or water body or simple water. And now you can double click or yellow color also and change into blue. Okay. Now this, here it has been done, but it has not been done there. Now you will apply, press apply, all these yellow color will be given assigned blue color. You can see blue color has been assigned and it can be easily identified. Coming back to the first, which one is not uh, known what it is there. So just first let us highlight it into yellow. Okay. Now make other values as -0, -1, so that these will not be visible. We will enter -1. -1 means nothing will visible in these clusters. So we will first change all the values -1. I will take some time. I have to keep on writing -1 in all the cells. Yes, now it is ready. All the cells have been converted into -1. The first cluster will be yellow. This will be shown, and second cluster I have left myself because it is blue. It will also be visible and may be used for it. Now we will press OK, and then we will press apply. Now you see only two clusters are there. Pixels having yellow color and pixels having blue color. Now here your knowledge will be very important. So what it can be? These yellow colors, what land use or what land classes it be? That we have to identify on the basis of our own knowledge or association or visual interpretation kind of thing. Let me check what it could be by zooming over it. Yes, it is probably, you'll see, yes, slightly away from the water bodies, and to me it seems there may be some mixed forest or jungles in that part of time. This is from Pune, and Pune is located somewhere in the Western Ghats. The uh, western slopes are basically located there, so it's plateau kind of uh, topography there, and probably it may not be dense forest. So let us do it or consider it as jungle or shrubs. So it may not be dense forest. So I'll go back to the table, bring my cursor here, left press over it, and double click over cluster 1. I'll type it over it. This may be jungle oblique shrub. This is one. Now I have to change the color also. Double click over it and I'll give a green color. So now OK, press OK, and again I have to press OK, and now again I have to apply. Now see, this is green in color and blue. So two clusters have been identified. You can check it. This is green jungle shrub and cluster water bodies are identified. Now I have to move on, and this I have to repeat it till I reach 11. So 11 clusters will be there and 11 classes will be there. You can keep on observing. I'll go slow so that you can also repeat if you are repeating. So what I have to do first, I'll double click over this color box, change it yellow to highlight this particular cluster, and then I'll change the value also, because if it is minus it will not show. So it will be 3 in this case and it will be 3 here also. So this will be visible. Since green and yellow are giving some same resemblance, I'll mark it also -1 so that it will not also be visible. So you can keep it also if you want to show some association and want to draw some conclusion with this. Water bodies I deliberately kept it because it helps in identify different networks. So the third cluster will be now yellow and highlighted. This green jungle shrub will not be highlighted, and water bodies will also be highlighted. So I'll press OK. Now I will hit it. Now you'll see slightly rightwards have been moved things. So water bodies are there. So again you can check by zooming over it. Yes, you'll see this is the meandering river, and in between this yellow color is there. This is cluster 3. So the first cluster was jungle and shrubs. Now it can be considered as grass, some barren land. This definitely depends upon your knowledge, upon your observation, upon your skill, how much color combinations you can reflect depending upon. So this needs a lot of experience. Only on the basis of experience you can identify what color will be shown by what feature or what land use will be shown by different colors in these color compositions. So as a starter, as a beginner, I have just gone through the literature. On the basis of literature, I was able to conclude it. This will be grass or barren land. So I have to check agree, press the button, go to the third cluster, right here grass oblique barren land. And now I'll change the color also. I'll keep this color to this to differentiate it from others. Now I'll press OK, and then I have to apply it to see the effect. I'll see the different color has been assigned to all the grassland or barren lands. So this was the third category. Now let us see the fourth category. Coming back to the cluster table. Now again highlight change the color of the box, yellow, press OK, and change the value also. If you'll forget the value, you will not be able to see it. 4, so here 4. Now you'll see this water bodies will be available, visible, and this grass and bare land will be visible, and this 4 will be highlighted in yellow. I'll press OK, then I apply it. You'll see this yellow. Basis of the original color, let me show you this subset. You can move to this one, double click over it and open this. Okay, so see, we have seen that this will be the built up area or urban area or whatever the constructed area, we can say residential area kind of features are there. I have seen it. You can just zoom over it, you can see these are all built up buildings are there. This is a residential area. So same yellow color is there. I go back to the cluster, double click over it, open it in the clusters now. So you'll see this yellow color is there only where it was slightly blue color kind of color. This is, probably a built up area. I cannot say definitely, but probably a built up area. So I'll change from here, click the mouse button, open this text box, and I will write here built up area. And I'll change the color also. We know we have to use the conventional colors since built up is normally shown by red color. So I'll use red color. We'll press OK, and then I will apply. You see, this is the built up area in the particular area. Then we will move to next column or next cluster. Basically, this is fifth one. I'll change the color first. This exercise has to be repeated till we reach the end. There is no shortcut. I have to follow all, and you have to bear it. It's pity. I'll take some more time. I'll press OK. Then I will change the value also here. 5. This will be again 5. So then I'll press OK, and then I will apply. Yes. Now you'll see small patches of yellow color, slightly settlements, and in small settlement, the red colors are small settlements around these settlements. And to me, it seems these are agricultural area, or it may be jungle or shrubs. So after going through further relations, I probably this is again jungle and shrubs. So this again depends upon your analysis of the image, true color image, false topography, topo sheet, and other observation area. Then only you can conclude. So I put that this is jungle or shrubs. I open the table, and this already there is a category. So I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. This is jungle and shrub. I'll change the color same, green color, like green, or you can say OK. Then we have to press OK, and we have to apply. You can see these are the jungles and shrubs. So 2 clusters are there. or interrupt. It is because of the Z values in different wavebands. We have to merge them later on. Now we'll move to the sixth cluster. Sixth cluster is there. Again, this is will create some problem with yellow, so I'll convert it into -1. I will switch off it by putting it -1. It will be, and I have to write this value again 6 to highlight this one, and then change the color yellow so that it will be highlighted. So the color box is yellow, name will be same, and the values will be exact 6 value. This is 6 cluster. So others we want to see will be -1. Now just press OK. I press OK and I have to apply it. Now you see these are the yellow colors. So 6 is definitely agriculture. You'll see further zooming over it. You'll see agriculture areas along the river valleys. This is my assumption or my conclusion. You may not agree with me. You may have some other conclusion. You can see this also. This part river is definitely classified here. So this kind of problem is always there in unsupervised classification. The sums of pixels due to radiation values are not clearly classified or clubbed. So let me go back to the table, uh, press OK, and now change cluster 6 as agriculture, or you can use word cultivated area, and then I have to retain it as yellow color because agriculture is always shown by yellow. So I'll press OK. It has been already yellow, so it will not do anything else. Now we'll move to next one. Next one is 7 cluster. 7th cluster, again, since we have to highlight it, let us use some other color to highlight it. Let me take it black. Now I can try with black, and I'll have to change the values also 7. If it is possible to highlight, we can use any color. The purpose is to highlight that particular category only. Okay. Now I will apply it. So you'll see black colors is appearing here, even within the residential area along the roads. So basically, we have grass, parks, kind of things along the roads, or some shrubs category is also there. Maybe some barren land is there. So I'll put it as a 7th category will also be treated as grass or barren land. I'll change it, going to the table, uh, copy this from here and paste it here. So color will also be changed. This was the color given to this category grassland. Now I have to go to 8. I'll change it again black. Okay. Enter the actual value of this cluster 8 here, 8 here. I'll press OK. This exercise is repeated, same, nothing new. Apply. I'll see further black colors depending upon the 8 category. Again, these are similar patches away from these slightly, I think, this hilly parts, or I think rocky surface is there. So this will be again categorized as grass or bare land. So I'll change the title, copy it, paste over it, and color will also be changed. I again would like to say you may not agree with me depending upon your analysis. So classes may be slightly different, but ultimately it's slightly subjective. So for being objective, we have to use different references sources so that we will not create some errors. Now move on to next cluster. This is cluster 9. I'll change it into black. I'll enter the value also 9 here. 9 here, press OK, press apply. Yes, now you see along the rivers, this black color is appearing along the rivers, or you can say this is also appearing near these water bodies, black color, category 9. So I'll like to identify it as a shrubs or jungle, because along the water bodies definitely the height of the uh, vegetation will be slightly more. You can see along this also. So these are some high rising trees. So the category jungle and shrub will be used. I'll change it, jungle and shrub, copy it and write it. I'll to quickly finish it. Let me also change it. This has been also shrub, so I'll be changing the color green, and this will also be green. Okay, and the last color will be of this grass and bare land. Since this is simply repetition, to highlight it and change it, the color will be this one. Okay, now I press OK and everything has been settled. Now we have to change the values. This will be 1, this will be 1, this will be 5. To highlight the actual one, all the pixels will be highlighted. 10, 11, 11. So 1 to 11, all the actual colors have been given and the clusters have been given the name. Some of them are repeated, so we have to merge them. Probably the color is not given same, so there may be error, so I'll change it and it will be merged. So grass and bare land will be same color. So I'll press OK and I'll apply it. So this is the final outcome of your classification. Now the clusters are 11. You can zoom over it, just see if it is there. Maybe certain errors along the rivers, these kind of errors are always there. Sometimes some pixels are left unclassified. So that is the limitation of the system, whatever it is. Now I have to change this. This will be the last part of it. I have to convert them into 5 dot categories. As I told you, number 1 jungle, number 2 water bodies, 3 grass, 4 built up, 5th agriculture area. So there will be 5 classes and we have to merge them. Now let us take the steps, note down or observe it carefully, because this is very important part of it. If there is any query, you can write down in the chat box. Later on I will see. This is in geoprocessing. You'll find grid. In grid, the option is values, and in the values option is combined classes. So this is the option. So you can use this option to merge those classes or to combine those classes. I'll repeat the step again. In geoprocessing, we will select grid. In grid, the last option values. In values, the option combined classes. This has to be selected. So left click your mouse button. New window will open. Earlier, this is the grid system, and you have to select the layer. So this cluster layer will be selected, and then output we need not to set. It will automatically create output. So you see there are 11 parameters. You will left click over it. I'll repeat the process again once again. Yes. In once your classes have been finalized, your table is ready. There are 11 clusters. Colors have been assigned. Name have been assigned. We have to merge this or combine these classes. Go to geoprocessing. Go to grid. Scroll down to values. Then in values, scroll down to combine classes and left click. Then you have to select the grid system. Then you have to select the cluster layer, and then you have to click here to open the. You'll see all the 11 values are shown at two places. So this will be the main reference, say jungle shrub. You have to merge all jungle shrubs in one category. So we will open this one here, and we have to select the first one of that. So this jungle shrub, this will be the first one. Then this is also jungle shrub, and select the first one. This is also jungle shrub, select the first one. This is also jungle shrub, select the first one. So first clicking on the jungle shrub, then for each jungle shrub you have to select the first option only. So in this way it will merge all the jungle shrubs in one category. Now only one, so need not to merge. Grassland is, of course, there are more than one. So again we have to merge. This will be the first one. So we need not to select this grass and bare land. We have to select first one. Then in this also left click over it and select. And this one also left click over, scroll down and select the first one, grassland. You see these are highlighted. Then what is left? This is, I think, 1, 2, built up area is 1, agriculture is 1. I think all other are merged. This is 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are all repeated. So once we have selected these, highlighted, we will press OK, and again we will press OK. So now you see in place of 5 to 5, 5 to 11, there are 6 rows. It means this one has not been merged. This is left. So you have to repeat the exercise. Maybe by there was some error in. So I'll go again. Geoprocessing, grade values, combined classes. This I have to say create, and now 6 parameters. Yes. This grass and bare are 2. So I'll select first here, and this one I will select the first one. So this is highlighted. I think it will complete the process. I'll press OK. Again OK. So you'll see no, it's not taking. Probably there's some error. Still, this is 6 times. Once again, repeat. If it be able to do, it's okay. Otherwise, I'll skip and move ahead without wasting your time. Processing.
The color difference is different, sir.
Okay, because of that,
Yes,
I have to
sir.
change. Yes. I noted that time, but forget to change it. So because of this color, they are not merging. So I'll select this one and change this color. I think if it is okay, let us see now if it does. I noted it down, but later I forget to change it. So I think the color is same.
Yes, sir.
Let's try it once more.
Yes, sir.
Rate,
Ranjit sir.
combine values, then this one. Negi sir, I
Okay,
will
sir.
take 2 more minutes,
Okay.
2-3 minutes, not much time. So I'll press it, and this one I have to click. Grass, not selecting. I think the color was not matching. So let us have 6 categories to save time. So this is your complete now. We will apply. So one class left, we can merge later on by checking the same color boxes. So the last step is left to save it. So color combined classes, double click over it, open in the new film. This will be the your page. Right click over it, save it as erase, and exercise. And I take just 2 minutes more. We can back QGIS window by adding it raster. So this has been already added, and this Google hybrid in the background. You can see this with the help of transparency. If I'll remove it, this is visible. When I'll move over it, The transparency layer increase, apply. Okay, to say Pune city is visible, and this one is area is the built-up area. I think we are able to size at appropriate level. So with this, I stop my presentation, and if there is